Well, welcome guys. Thank you so much for coming. So, do you guys know a little bit about the new moon at all? Have you been to a new moon circle before? Okay, cool. Welcome. Thank you for coming and experimenting. So it's actually a totally new astrological year starting as of today. So both the sun and the moon are in Aries, which is the new sign, which signifies rebirth, reconnection, and Pisces, which just ended a few days ago, signifies death, which clearly is very strong, not only with illness and with people, but of ways of life that just happened. So really chaotic and powerful end to Pisces season into the astrological year. So that was from March 2019 to 2020. And now we're starting all over again, which for some of us is really scary and really unknown. But when you start to follow the moon cycles and the cycles of the sun as well, you start to realize the patterns of nature and the patterns within yourself. And it really helps you grow strong and deepen your sense of purpose in this world. So I really thank you guys for coming and for sharing this blessing with all of us. We're now into a new astrological year. So the sun and the moon are both in Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. And so it signifies rebirth and rooting, and it can be really intense, as we're all feeling that right now. And Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, which is death, which we all just felt enormously. Death of not just life, but businesses and ways of living, and everything we've ever known has just kind of collapsed in on itself, which is so insane, but beautiful at the same time, because now we're following a cycle and we're realizing that we need to come back to nature. We need to see where our purpose, where our life journey is going to take us. And when you start following the cycles of the moon and the sun, you can come back to this place of knowing where your purpose is and where your mission is. And new moons are a time for setting intentions and clearing out any old energy you have, anything that no longer serves you. So right now we're kind of moving forward into seeing what we were doing in our past life. If it were a month ago or a year ago, throughout this cycle, what does not serve you now? As of today, as of starting this new year, this new astrological time, and we'll move forward into who we want to be. Clearing out what does not serve us, and right now the earth is taking that as well. She's pointing out and illuminating what we need to change, because the way we've been living, not just us per se, but the way we've been raised and what we've been doing has not been sustainable. And she's illuminating that for all of us to see, and we have the choice to make a change personally and as a collective, as a population. So we're starting now. It doesn't matter if this is where you want to be or if you want to be somewhere else or you want to be, it doesn't matter, because you're here now and it's time to start new. So with that, we're going to connect to ourselves and connect to the people around you and the earth, which is really beautiful. So tonight we're going to take the time to direct this powerful energy of the sun and the moon as they're both aligned right now. And we're going to create a vision of our perfect life, create a vision for our life, for where we want to be, for what our perfect paradise is. Because when you start to write and create your life, you realize that you are in control of yourself. You can't control what goes on outside. You can't control the things that happen, but what you can control is how you direct yourself, where you direct your energy, because energy is life, and once you realize you can harbor and you can direct your path, you know that you're always on the right path. No matter what happens outside, no matter where you are and what you're doing, as long as you have control of what's inside, that's what matters. With this new moon, we have the power to set a new path aligning you with your soul's journey. So if you're willing to open up and connect to this magic, it requires if so tonight or for the rest of the night, or maybe tomorrow night, just taking a break from all technology, because when you take a break from the unnatural world, it's the way that nature can speak to your inner world, and it's connecting your mind with your life, and you realize where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. Because when we're so attached to our phones or our computers and the media and the people outside, it distracts our bodies and our minds away from our soul's purpose. So really taking time, either tonight or maybe all day tomorrow, and just really resetting yourself to life and allowing these visions and these thoughts to come into you. We are going to do a vision to create and to write. But before I ask you these questions, maybe we can do a nice meditation and some ohms to kind of ground as a collective once I just lay all this heavy stuff on you guys. Deepening the breath, closing your eyes. Knowing there's no other place you should be right now. And you are here for a reason. You are all a source of inner knowledge. You are strong. You are capable. You are brave. You are aligned with your soul's journey, and you embrace courage to face obstacles. Your intuition is always leading you to the right place, right here and right now. Bringing your hands at heart center in a prayer formation. Feel your heart beating. We'll start with some ohms, taking a deep inhale together. Two more times. And slowly lower your hands, staying connected to your breath, to your heart. And I want you to envision your perfect paradise. Where are you? What does it look like? What are you doing? How do you feel? So there are 4 questions I'm going to ask, and you can write them down and answer them as you go, or you can think about them and write them as you want to. So this moon and the sun, both in Aries, it's about learning about yourself. Because it doesn't matter what's going on in the world outside of us. Right now, what matters is going inward and really reflecting and learning from ourselves. My first question for you today: what are your passions? What are you passionate about in this life? What do you love to do? What do you love to talk about? What do you love to share with others? My second question for you guys: what is your life's mission? You can tie that into what you're passionate about is what your life mission is. Sharing your passions with other people. What is your life's mission? Once you disconnect away from the unnatural world, you're able to connect deeper with yourself, with nature, and the people around you. And this will show you your life's mission. Can you see yourself moving forward to this place of your perfect paradise, your future? My last question for you guys tonight. What mountains must you climb to get to the top? To get where you need to go? There will always be mountains to climb, but it's always worth it. This time is really powerful in letting nature take the lead. We're no longer building up these structures, these walls to hide behind, because the world is teaching us right now that these walls will always fall. It's following your soul's journey that will take you where you need to be, to what you need to do. The outside is uncontrollable, so you must look within. You have all you need inside of you. Taking this time to direct your energy, creating a vision for your life, a perfect paradise. And when you're ready, I invite you to journal. I invite you to write this down, because when you write, you create. You're putting it on paper, letting it go to the universe, sending that letter to the higher source, telling them you know what you want, and you will get it.